Hey, Joey, tell me, you know, your development story for EX31 and how Autoblocks plays into that.
Sure, sure. So I started X31 a few years back, and been in this industry for quite a while. And um, when I started it, it was myself doing everything underneath one hat, primarily mostly mechanical stuff, and a few friends that helped me out on the lines of some of the control side of it.
Yep.
But that was my biggest limiting factor, was the controls front, because you really got to make sure that you do it right if you're going to insure it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
that's a big part of it, and you want to make sure you're not hurting anybody and you're following all the right protocols.
Yep.
So I grew it from myself to then hiring additional new engineers on staff, and growing them as a capability, and then technicians, and we've been steadily growing from basically starting out in a mezzanine in the shop to now we're in our own building, and we need to start and keep streamlining our processes and deliverables. So like any OEM, and we do a little bit of OEM work versus integration work versus the custom side. We focus heavily on custom, but from that standpoint, as an OEM, you want to standardize and get away from the custom part of it, because you want to be able to turn things around quickly.
Yep.
Always chasing that, how many labor hours am I putting into this? And then, of course, in demand the most are controls engineers.
Yep.
So by far, and in our industry, hands down, with all of everything going on with AI and with AI and vision applications and inspections and those sorts of things, it's becoming more and more of a demand, and increasing even ever more. And so we can take some of the complexity out of that and say, all right, well, Autoblocks has been that great platform for us to stand up and say, all right, I could take the control side of it out of it. We got a standard platform. We can do most of the work with it. Now my high-paying, high-cost guys that are doing very good technical work, that work with me, work for me, love every one of them. They do a fantastic job. We do a great job as a team, but they need to focus on core engineering work on the complex stuff.
Yes.
And so if we could take the rote work of building panels and those things off of that front, and put that into the technical trade skills side of it, that gives them the opportunity to grow into that, learn more, grow as a technical person, earn more, do more for your family, kind of thing.
Yep.
And the guys that put that work in at school, where they spent 5, 6, 7 years grinding away at engineering degrees sometimes, right?
Yep.
I think mine was 4.5, 5 years to get mine. But it's a lot to do, and if you can stay technically minded that way and be creative, and get those creative juices flowing, and have a platform that says like, oh, this will support me in this build. Now I can create and build my gantry system and do all these fun things and add my vision. You can focus on the hard stuff, and the building block side of it, the Lego side of it. The technical staff in my shop does that part.
Excellent.
That's
So
what
the
they send it
technicians can get further along in the build,
Yes.
and the engineers focus on the process and the complex pieces.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yep. So like, there's like architecture to how you want to lay out the process, right? And that's usually a write-up. We start out with a write-up on, I want this thing to do this, 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 and this. Here's my IO that I'm expecting to have, and we build that architecture into how we would, pick the control system, right? And from an Autoblock standpoint, it's okay, great. It has all this capability. I just plug it in. So the schematic is really simple. There's no like, oh, I'm running 1,000 wires to terminal blocks to get in. No, it's all built in. So you literally just wire your sensors into the back of the machine, or into the remote IO block that goes with it.
Yep.
If you need expansion, and you're rocking and rolling.
Excellent. Excellent.